recent days I've been talking about controlling the head. Okay, today we're going to control the arm a little bit. So Joel's going to help me out. Make sure you get what you can see. I'm going to tell you guys right now that if you can control an arm, get good control of it, there's a lot of neat things that you can do. If you can't control the arm, try to control the head. If you're at far distance and you get to the legs, control the leg. These are ways that we're going to enter almost every throw by breaking balance and controlling one arm. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to break his grip on this hand, okay? There's a lot of ways that I can do that. If I can't just snatch it off this way, maybe he's holding on really tight. I can switch, hold this, pull this down, and shuck it this way. When the wrist bends this way, the hand pretty much comes open. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, however it is, you got to break the grip. But we want to get one hand if we can. So I'm going to try to break this grip. Then I'm going to pull it and grab that tricep. You guys have probably seen these, right? I call this a pass by. In wrestling, they call it an arm drag. Once I get here, I can then make a seatbelt throw if I want to. Oh, he held on that time. No problem. I pull, doesn't work. Shuck, pull this way, and still get the seatbelt throw. Right? He grabs. Right? A little more self-defense-y, right? Thumb in the eye. This comes off a lot easier. I can pass by and I can take the back. These are different ways to just get past the hand. All right. 1, 2, 3. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. We do want to ultimately get to where we explode. I'm showing you nice and slow, nice and easy. I can do this, pull him in, headbutt him, shuck this off, pull to here, and I drive through hard. Then I can move right up the body, or I can get away if I choose to. If I want to ground fight with him, I move to the top. This is the technique. Grab, break, arm drag, drive, trap, and walk through the two of them, okay?
Yes, sir.
From the arm drag, sir.
Can you show the second part of that break if you don't get it with just the one hand?
So again, when we're in a grip fight, this is actually something common, particularly in judo. Wrestling, they do wrist control kind of this fight, right? Because there's no shirt. But you want a grip fight in like a judo match. Sometimes you see this in jiu-jitsu, but usually they'll skip past the hands and start doing other things. When I go to pull and he holds. All right, he's got me, right? Grab. I like to make the grip on the uniform so I can control him. Remember, when this hand bends, the hand will typically come open. But he can also still hold on to the shirt, which will move a little bit. So I'm going to immobilize the shirt when I do it. Okay, so grab. This doesn't work. Grab here, pull, shuck. Now I move to here. Drag you there. Can we do it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go! Good partner. All right. Caleb. So, cool little fine points, right? Caleb really gorilla fists me, right? I mean, really, this is a great grip. The human body is super strong at this. And if I grab this and I pull it straight away, I should not be able to break his grip. And I'm going to hold on tight with both hands. I'm going to try. Don't let me go, period, ever. You guys see how difficult that really is? Even with two hands, he's pretty strong. So, if I can get this hand to bend, I can do it with my shoulder and get that hand to bend, or I can switch and I can go this way and I can try to push it. If the hand doesn't bend, it might not open. But he holds on pretty tight, and I'm here, and I get that wrist to bend, I can get out of it. Okay?
Sure.
Now, there are some people that even this doesn't work well, right? So again, we're in a grip fighting situation, not self-defense. My trolls on Facebook are going to be like, dude, he'd be kicking you in the balls the whole time you're doing that. I know, this is kind of demonstrating how to get the hand off of you kind of a thing. You haven't gone that far, maybe you're not outside, you're with your buddies, you're working a technique. But he's got this, and he's not letting me go, no problem. I stick my thumb in his eye. He's not going to think about this hand. This is going to come off easily. I move in, I can take him down. So again, for all my self-defense folks that are like, you're stuck, he's gonna be punching you in the face the whole time. I know, I get it, he's right. Sometimes the trolls are right. So anyways, I've got a grip. I move here. Now wait, he's already given me the leg I want, but I don't really want him to grab me with that hand and start stepping back. That foot, just step that foot back. Because now, that's the one I wanted. So I've been holding this hand the whole time. Let's watch. The idea behind this is I want to control the hand. I said that in the beginning of class. Grab, right? He's kind of gorilla fisted me. Break, pull. You see how I gave him nowhere to run?
Sure.
Let's think about that. So he's in his stance. I've got that leg is forward. I break this, and I pull him to here. Step back with that foot. You see how difficult that is to just easily change your weight? Because I'm controlling it. So once I break this off and I move it down here, I own that. He's not going to easily move it. He could move it if he lowers his weight far enough. Get into convert. There you go. I got him here, but he's still got his base. He can now move that foot because his base is low enough. So I'd like to, right? I can do the old whoosh or the bap if I want to. Here, pull, drop. Okay? Now, if you like the little minor inner reap, that's pretty cool. There's a ton of things that you can do if you prefer. The key thing is get this off. Now I'm in a pretty good position with this hand. I still want to control him this way. Okay? I want to control his base.
So you're pulling him down the whole time?
Yes, but I don't want him to do this where he has balance. I'd like him to do this where he is off balance. I pull him forward. He can't easily escape me. So that's kind of a cool thing. So he puts that leg back for some reason, and he's holding me with this hand. What do? That's now less accessible.
Other leg?
I could attack the other leg. Sure enough. Everything starts the same, right? Break this, if he's gorilla fisting me, right? I break it this way, I pull him, and I get it anyway.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't that make sense?
Sure. Gotcha.
Let's say, for example, that he's too fast for me, right? I break this, he steps back, right? I move into him, and now I can get him if I can get far enough into him. Not as easy a throw. You got to chase it, right? He steps back. I just lost it, right? Drop here. Hit it with the other foot. Okay? So there's some ways that you can get to it. All right. Give it another try.
All right.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Yeah.
Caleb, help me out. Okay. So he goes to grab, I get him first, I arm drag him. Now, okay? So the key piece is, let's not let him grab us if we can help him. Okay? So we're kind of here, and I immediately grab this, grab that. I could go down for the inner reap, right? I immediately grab this, grab that. I turn him, and I drop him for, yeah. All right? So now we're not letting him grab, right? He's just kind of up. The minute that this touches, this happens. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
So again, it's not like he's going to resist me. In the beginner levels, you should never fight someone with full resistance. It's hard to get anything off, right? If I know this is coming, and I just want to mess with my partner, what's something that I could do? Right? And he's like, I can't get his hand. You know, because you know what's going to happen. So full resistance would be ridiculous. I see this happening in the kids' class all the time. I'm like, make a throw, and they're like, what are you, Tyrannosaurus Rex? Get your hands out there, give them something to work with. Somebody's going to put their hands up. His hands are high. I grab it, I pull it, I hook the elbow, and I move. Right? His hands are kind of low, right? It's now an under grip, and then an arm drag here to this, or an arm drag here to that. All right?
Sure.
Get used to snagging it, right? If you can, snag it. It's got to be a quick grab and a quick pull. 1, 2, make your move. Anything will work if you're set up for it. By the way, I noticed Dylan and Jeremy started with that foot back. So when they went to make this pull, and I said, man, you really got to get him to take the step. They did this arm drag, and I mean, yanked him to here. Well, now I can't do the 2 throws that I really wanted because he's out of place. So you just make this reap, right? And I would lift this hand up, and I would reap him here, and he will go down. So again, I just happened to see them doing that. I said, hey, try the outer reap. The major inner reap, he's out of position. You yanked him too hard. You kind of monstered him, right? So anyways, we're here. 1, 2, and then make your move, whatever it is you want to do. Go! What should you think about it, right? As long as I start here from a grip, I do have to break off. Grab, grab, move, right? If I am here, I throw this here, he gives me that, now I grab, I'm in a pretty good position, right? And again, once I get this past, I can attack that leg, I can pull him past, and I can make this attack if I want to. Those things are there, all right? But I might want something else. He grabs, right? 1, 2, now watch. Pull low, hook the head, and I'm in this position, okay? So I could also, if he's not really gorilla fisting me, I can just break this, pull both, and go here. See how I pulled his lapel down and I pulled the hand low? So if I break, I pull this, right? Then I move in, get the head, get the arm. Who remembers the one from here? Me.
I'll squash the back.
Hurt the back, right? He hits hard, squash. And I ram his head towards his belly button. Good self-defense technique, not a great friend. My friend is throwing me in this one. Right? Break, right? Drop, pull. Which other one can I do? McFury, I turn sideways, I grab, I roll. Take the top, okay? Does that make sense? So try to see if I can now break this. Oh, look, I got that one. Right, he grabs, right? More self-defense wise, bop, right? Grab the head maybe, break this off, pull here, feed it to this hand. I have anaconda choke, yeah? I can switch, and I can make what?
Darce.
Darce choke. So see if you can feed this down. You're controlling the arm to get something. Go. The Darce choke, the anaconda choke, the Nick Fury throw, next move. Why not kind of think about which throws or which other submissions can I get? Let's run off the top of the head, right? If I break this off, I've got shoulder throw, right? Right? Give the knee to the groin or whatever else. I break this off, now watch. 2-hand shoulder throw. This break off piece starts a lot of throws, right? Right? I break this off, I give him a little pull, I have outer reap. Right? We already went over this one, we went over inner reap, right? Pretty easy. If I change position with this hand, I break this off, I pull him in, I've got hip throw. Right? I pull him a little harder, break this off and hook. Now I can do Shimada. What else? Let me think. I pull him in, headbutt him one time, break this off, drop, and I've got Tomonagi. Right? A lot of people don't like Tomonagi anymore. It does score in judo, but the thing I really like about it, headbutt him, bop, break this off, we go to make Tomonagi, and right here, I set up my arm bar.
Dude.
Magic man.
Right? So if you can break this off, it can set you up for lots of cool things. All right, I'll show you some old school craziness. Old. If I can break this off and I can get here, then I've got a wrist lock takedown. Not my favorite, but again, depends on your specialty. Right? If I can break this off, strike, I can reach this way. I've got a different arm lock. Right? I can move them up here, and I've got a really nasty wrist and arm lock. Okay? Kind of old schooly. I can break this off here, switch. Who remembers Americana, right? Americana, and I have a shoulder lock takedown. Right? I drive this to the ground, then I sit on his head, and I've got him in a gooseneck. Right?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
He grabs, right? Throat strike him maybe, throw the knee, right? Maybe I start with an attempt here, but I break this off, slide down, get back into this position. Now I've got a shoulder throw into, this can be wrist lock or Kimura lock. Or straighten it up and you got straight arm bar. Yeah. So, getting this arm off of you is super helpful. Pretty cool?
Yes, sir.
I don't really like this one, but I have seen it. Rotate the hand, pull that in, and now I've got a gooseneck submission while we're standing. Not my favorite. Caleb didn't like it.
Not my favorite either.
But the bottom line is it is there.
Yes, sir.
The thing I'm showing you guys is that if I show you a technique and you're like, oh, I think I got that technique, and that's all you get, here's what you've done. You've taken one bite and left the rest of the steak. The steak, what's gonna fill you up is knowing that once I get control of this and this, I can do all kinds of things, right? I could go here, and now I have head and arm choke, head and arm throw. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All these are things that you've gone through, but are you seeing them? If you're not seeing them, he's like, Caleb, just bear with me for a second. Let me just cut this. If I can get that off, get this hand in a different position. Oh, look, I see something here, and I see something here. Heck, I see something here. I see something here. All right, that's pretty good. Now, his head looks pretty available. I got this one. Heck, I got guillotine. Right? What else do I have? I can task by this to make seatbelt throw. Right? If I want to, I can do more old school karate chop, right? Just for fun. Karate chop, I've never done that in my life in self-defense, but I've seen people do it. The bottom line is it's a stun, right? So you just hit them, pop, or you can rake the eyes, whatever you want to do. But a little strike, you go here, you get to here. Now look, I can lift him up, and he's got an arm lock, and I can push him down, I've got an arm lock. I can turn this way, and I've got a throw. Right? I can turn this way, and I've got another lock, or this lock. I can straighten it up, and I've got this lock. You just got to start seeing it. Cool?
Sure, sir.
Control the arm, or control the head, or control the legs. In some cases, you might even control the body if you're doing a body lock kind of a throw. We must fight on the wall!